Garbage are the biggest threat in marine environment and marine life, especially the plastic that 20 to 450 years before it decomposes at sea. Yes, that's right, 450 years to dissolve at sea. So today, I discuss the requirements that to be complied by the ship under Marpol Annex 5. Annex 5 is the regulation for the prevention of pollution by garbage from ship. Under Marpol Annex 5, garbage includes all kinds of food waste, domestic waste, operational waste, all plastic, cargo residues, insulator ashes, cooking oil, fishing gear, and animal carcasses generated during the normal operation of the ship that want to reduce and eliminate the amount of garbage that being discharged by ship. But before we talk about the category and proper requirements on how to discharge, let's start with the special areas and need to apply on ship. The special areas established under Marpol Annex 5 are Mediterranean Sea Area, Baltic Sea Area, Black Sea, Red Sea, Gulf Area, North Sea Area, wider Caribbean region, and the Antarctic area. These areas are protected by MEPC or the Marine Environment Protection Committee. This adoption of special mandatory methods for the prevention of marine pollution by garbage is required. Under Marpol Annex 5, every ship of 100 tonnage and above, and every ship certified to carry 15 or more than person is required to carry a garbage management plan. The garbage management plan contains procedure for collecting, storing, processing, and the discharge of garbage, including the use of equipment on board. And also the garbage record book that every ship of 100 gross tonnage and above, and every ship certified to carry 15 or more than person engaged in international voyage is required to maintain and retain on board a garbage record book. The garbage record book are divided into Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 is used by all ships, but Part 2 is only required for ships that carry solid bulk cargoes. Part 1 covers discharge of plastic, food waste, domestic waste, cooking oil, incinerator ashes, operational waste, animal carcasses, fishing gear, and e-waste. In Part 2 cover discharge of cargo residues, non-harmful to the marine environment, and cargo residues harmful to the maritime environment. So let's talk the category of garbage on how the proper discharge, and I will discuss this category one by one. Let's begin in Part 1. Plastic. Discharging of any kind of plastic is strictly prohibited both outside and inside special areas. Food waste that comminuted or ground is permitted to discharge outside special areas with 3 nautical miles and 12 nautical miles from the nearest land en route inside the special areas. Food waste that not comminuted or ground is permitted to discharge outside the special areas with 12 nautical miles from the nearest land en route, while discharging of non-comminuted food waste within special areas is prohibited. Domestic waste, cooking oil, incinerator ashes, operational waste are prohibited both outside and inside special areas. But operational waste like cleaning agent and additive in cargo hold, in deck and external surface wash water that non-harmful to the marine environment are permitted to discharge both inside and outside special areas with the compliance of Marpol Regulation 6.1.2. Animal carcasses discharge prohibited inside special areas, but is permitted to discharge outside special areas but must be en route and as far as the nearest land. That should be 100 nautical miles and maximum water depth. Fishing gear and e-waste discharge are also prohibited inside and outside the special areas. In Part 2, cover the discharge of cargo residues, non-contained and contained in wash water that's non-harmful in the marine environment are permitted to discharge outside the special areas with 12 nautical miles from the nearest land and must be en route. But within special areas, cargo residues not contained in wash water is prohibited, and cargo residues contained in wash water discharge only permitted in compliance of Marpol Regulation 6.1.2. Cargo residues that harmful in marine environment is prohibited to discharge outside and inside special areas. Garbage disposal restriction also have respectable colors. Plastic dumped in color red, food waste in blue, domestic waste in black, cooking oil in white, incinerator ashes in green, operational waste in yellow, electronic waste in silver, cargo residues that non-harmful in marine environment is gray, and cargo residue that harmful in maritime environment is orange. So when the different types of garbage are combined or contaminated by other substances that are prohibited from discharge, the more stringent discharge requirement will apply.